Guys, thanks for stopping by. I couldn't even describe to you how important this message is going to be. Like, setting aside all ego and everything, like, this is the most relevant, potent, and important download and realization I've ever made. Like, when I realized this, this is the goal. This is the framework. So please clear your mind. What are you thinking about right now? Let's tune out the monkey brain, get into the all-knowing state, and just listen. Guys, massive download. Like, massive download. I repeat, I just tapped in to so much information. Like, I thought I had some keys. Like, I literally took the key out of my pocket and unlocked the universe. No bullshit. Like, please share this video with any of the initiated, with any of the awakened. This needs to be heard. This message is gonna get refined to, I mean, it's gonna take a long time to even process, but I got the basic. I've been out here for way too many hours in the cold. But guys, I went there. I literally went there for like a couple minutes. I got this huge download, and with all this information came the biggest revelation, the most important realization I have ever made, period. Hands down, this is the end. This is the end game key. This is the key to consciousness. This is the key. Sorry, I thought it went off. I might be a little bit spacey, but more videos will be better, more refined. Listen to the main point. This is the end game. It's gonna seem far away, but no, it's very close, especially if you got a spotlight shining and it's alerting all these fucking lost sailboats as we're looking for the answer. This is the lighthouse we can us all go to. It's like that, bang. A couple people. If a couple people go here, it'll change the entire world. It's cold. Guys, our focus is our superpower. It is the sun, but only if you can focus while still maintaining a connection and flow to the all, the universe, the outside of the circle, the bigger picture. Guys, alpha brainwaves associated with enlightenment at the highest rate, associated with consciousness, when you can have the higher your consciousness, or the better your thought process, when you're in almost a meditative state, but thinking so actively and clearly, that's alpha waves. Okay, well, this is how you get to gamma waves. This is how you literally, wherever you look at, wherever your focus goes, is like iron, and it instantly changes the essence of what that thing is. Because how should I put this? Okay. Very simple. I'm just gonna literally spit it out here. 10 minutes. There's gonna be many parts after this. Go watch those, but here it is. It's the two levels. We live on level 1, the physical, right? The next level is it's not even like the spiritual, it is the all, it is the full connection. It is the flame, the light. Okay? This is literally the essence of all things. It is at one, it is the God particle. It is the smallest unit that makes up all things. The essence is an ocean. It's an ocean of currents that connects all things and is ever-changing and dynamic. This is the ocean, and our access to the second level, our connection to it, rests in our pineal gland. Our third eye, some people call it. No, it is the source of consciousness. The source of consciousness at the center of your head. Bang and bang. The most occulted symbol, probably in the top 5, is the Eye of Horus, the all-seeing eye, aka the roadmap to unlocking your pineal gland. It is the Eye of Horus, and you can see it from both ways, but I don't even want to go into all the information I downloaded on sacred geometry and images and symbolism. Let's just get to the meat of this. 1, the master of the physical world. You could think about this as someone like Bruce Lee. He was a master of the physical dimension. Bruce Lee, he had iron focus, and he lived in the present moment so fully that he could access information outside of him. He could access all the energy and intuitively feel that energy, but brought it all to a single point. And he made that focus so strong, he literally became superhuman, so quick, so powerful, the supreme being on the physical plane. That level of living in the now and knowing who you are beyond any words or images, knowing who you are in a feeling, that kind of focus where you don't even have thoughts. This is how you become fluid. This is how you become water and formless. So anything you go into, you instantly shape into that. Like if you pour water into a cup, the water becomes a cup. Into a teapot, it becomes a teapot, right? Well, that's your focus. If you can focus on this book, this dense material, but you understand this is the essence. The essence is in this, and it's in you, and you are the essence, and you're connected to the essence. All within all is self. As within, so without. And you can put your focus into this book, guys. You can manipulate the entire physical dimension. All of it. In order to do that, though, you have to combine that Bruce Lee type focus, that one mindset, by releasing all judgments and all doubt. Bruce Lee, he was known as a martial arts fighter, but actually he was a conscious warrior. He was a warrior of the mind, because he knew that any thought, any judgment, belief, construct, routine, anything like that puts your mind in a box. He understood how to free the mind, because the mind is water. It is fluid. It is a current that is connected to all. And if you can flow with the current, and you can let this wheel spin, you can let the current flow fully, by not thinking or reflecting on anything, but knowing right now what you are doing, but But doing this and still being connected to the flow of life and the information all around you, fully connected into the senses. This is where you combine the meditation state with the active state, the merger of the mind and the body. That's the level 1. This is level 1. Okay, Bruce Lee is like a great example for this. I don't know, there's many more, I'm sure. Getting really cold. And I need to get this information out there, but level 2, what came to me was Edgar Cayce combined with Bruce Lee. Edgar Cayce, understanding, an intuitive understanding and psychic gift that anyone can have, but it's the understanding of the spiritual, but the connection to the all, and a expanded perception. That's what Edgar Cayce is. Perception. So, you can think about it like this. If you can go into your imagination while you're in a meditative state, and you can create something in your mind, right? So if I'm sitting here meditating and I want to clear and connect my energy with all the energy around me, I sit here, I go into my mind, and I imagine, I put myself in to the reality of the essence of the all, where I am in the ocean of the energy, the ocean of the life force, okay? If you go into that in your imagination and you light the flame, you light that fire that burns out all the dense, stagnant, stuck, and like the physical things that are blocking you from your full potential, from your full self, when you can go and burn and start the flame, and then you can go switch back into level 1 and have such iron focus and such an iron belief and knowledge, a pure knowledge and alignment with truth and who you really are, and you are living in that present moment where time doesn't exist and it flows outside of you, but you are everything. And you can go into this moment and hold that imagination in your mind and believe it and know this to be true, even if you're not feeling it right now, because you will feel it very soon after. Like, if you can merge both and have both going on at the same exact time right now, that flame you will start to feel it. You will actually start to feel this moving energy all around you, starting to clear it. I've been doing this for a long time. The whole entire process I've been doing for months now is a process of eliminating judgments and eliminating blockages, eliminating expectations, eliminating reactions and emotional attachments or any connection to the physical. When you can, so that's hard to do, but when I finally let go, I pure surrendering to source, but having that imagination of the flame burning and connecting you to the ocean at the same time of that one mind kind of focus that can move matter, and that alignment with truth and source at the same exact time. And you can allow what is happening in your imagination to occur in the physical. This is the key point. When you can get to a point where your knowledge and your beliefs are so you are so sure, you just know. You get to the point where you have eliminated doubt. You've eliminated doubt. And you have built your familiarity and connection with the spirit and the all, and your imagination is burning. You have transcended language, etymology, like the English language is a spell on your mind. when you can believe in what you imagine to the, like, as much as Bruce Lee could just, like, believed and knew what he, like, that, what he was doing, that active state, and you can apply that same exact concept to the imagination, well, then you can instantly alter reality and anything with just by focusing on it. Like, it brings you to a point where your empathy is instantaneous, it's recognizable, and you understand your intuition, and you can read the signals. You can literally feel anything. If I put my focus anywhere, you just go into it. But, like, your focus is like the mouse cursor on your computer screen. Your focus is this thing that can move around in this ocean of energy, right? And that focus is so pure, and is burning so fucking bright. And you are, while being connected in, welcome to the gamma ray frequency. Welcome to the higher consciousness, the fifth dimension. This is ascension. This is the, guys, like, we need people to get here. I went there for a couple moments. Wherever I was looking, it was like, well, for one, how I got there, for like those couple moments, when I literally started, like, it felt like I was glowing, my vision changed, my hearing just went, my eyesight was like, shoo, right? Where you could catch flies so easily with chopsticks, because it's just like time slows down. Because that's, you understand finally that you are no different from Source or God or all these freaking labels. Don't even label it. It's you. You are everything. The same thing that makes up you makes up everything, and you are connected to that ocean. Your focus burns like the sun. It burns so bright. And how I got there, what I was just saying, how I got there was by, like, you know, the final connection, the final allowance, the final surrendering. But doing that while being able to, I was meditating for a couple hours, and I brought myself to a level of awareness where I was literally feeling like, when I began it, I was working on my stomach and my midsection and connecting into the ground, and, you know, and then you expand that down to your legs, up. I was at a point where I was feeling about everything so fully, right? But I still had that one mind focus. That one mind focus on, but like this one mind focus went back here. I was looking at me. And then you just kind of like see it. You know that, well, I can just let go, but and it's at the central pin in your pineal gland. And your imagination and intuition, you're just so tapped into that, and you're tapped into Mother Nature, and you're tapped into the sun, and you're sun gazing, and you are feeling the wind. Like, it seems so, like, difficult, but this is the merger of everything. It merges your imagination, your spirit, your connection with Source, your focus and your consciousness and your physicality. It merges all 5 senses. It merges all chakras and energy. And you start breathing the flame of focus. That focus is a flame and you can see the single point that the flame originates from. But that, at the same time, while you are so focused, it's a sole focus on that flame because that's a present moment. But at the same time, you feel everything all the way out to the edges, all the way out to the edges. You could, like, I can still speak right now and feel my hands, right? What happens when you can just be right now and feel the trees and the sun? Like, let's see, I think that's the main point, the main realization. This is as above, so below. This is, like, guys, thinking, don't think anymore. Stop thinking, start feeling. Thinking is what is trapping us. Thinking is what is trapping us. Stop thinking. Start feeling and imagining. Use your imagination, feel with an open perception what is going on in right now in your experience, what you are feeling, while having an active imagination and having both of those things, an open perception, an active imagination, an alignment with truth in your being, that this is the Trinity. Seriously. That is the Trinity. I'm going to go into studying yourself. I'm going to break down that Trinity and go into all the planes, go into the top level and the bottom level. Like, I'm going to break down all this information, and it's going to take a while to process, but I needed to make this video, like, for you guys, but also just as much for me, because I'm going to be coming back and watching this and getting back into that mindset. Last point, a great way to think about this is, it is like, it's almost as if the universe sent Edgar Cayce and sent Bruce Lee and sent Nikola Tesla here to show us the Trinity, basically the three planes: the mind, the body, the soul, or the mind, the body, the spirit. Bruce Lee, the body, but having like the overmind connection. Edgar Cayce, the spirit, but an overmind connection, and Nikola Tesla, the mind and the overmind connection. I mean, all three of these guys probably had a lot in each one, but that's one way to think about it, and that's probably a good example. Guys, stop thinking. That train of thoughts, those words that are being streamed through your consciousness, those are usually not your own, and that's what's stopping you from knowing. Seriously, that's what's stopping you from knowing. Thinking has its purpose, it has its place. Like, I'm gonna go think about this stuff for a while, but you have to realize the state of being you are physically in while you are thinking. If you're having thoughts and you're just kind of like breathing up in your chest, and you haven't been releasing, like, you haven't studied yourself and realized how these thoughts are affecting your emotions and your current, like, we're having all these emotional reactions, and we get like connected to ideas, and like, oh, these like traumas in the past come up, right? All those things have a physical manifestation, because if you have a reaction to anything, your energy is affected. And when that is affected, the endocrine system is affected, which releases hormones. Guys, this is how Satan and like the forces that work to keep us enslaved this is what they use. Thoughts. Start observing your current experience and how you are feeling, realizing that this is a game, you are in a life, and that you will die at the end no matter what. Well, if you come into this knowing that you are driving an avatar from the above, from the overmind, from your higher self, you are driving this avatar, and you will not be able to get back to the higher self to go back to source. You will not be able, you cannot get there unless you take your memories, unless you merge everything down to one, therefore exiting or transcending this dimension and taking your memories through death. That's the message right there. I mean, way more. Go watch part 2. I'm sure I'm going to make it right now.